So you've been asking yourself, how in Thor's hairy balls do you get more tungsten to upgrade all of your equipment and weapons? Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you how to get all the tungsten your heart could possibly desire to upgrade all of your equipment and weapons in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So over the past few days, I've been testing a bunch of different ways to get these tungsten ingots via glitches and stuff like that. But there is one legitimate way to do this, and it will probably be available in the game forever. So I wanted to cover that way to get tungsten. There are technically maybe some faster ways to do this with glitches, but for now, this is going to be your best way to acquire tungsten ingots, and it's a really straightforward process. When you look at your map, each region has its own wealth, mysteries, and artifacts bars. Now, when you find all of the wealth chests available in a region, you will get this golden check mark at the very end. Now, this is very important. When you get this gold check mark, you will unlock the ability to find high-level targets in the world that carry more wealth chests. Now, depending on which region you're in, they're either going to hold copper, nickel, or the tungsten that you're looking for. So obviously you can use this method to unlock the ability to get more copper ingots, nickel, or tungsten, depending on what you're needing. So just keep that in mind, and that will go by the power level. As far as I can tell so far, anything over power level 190 is going to unlock you the ability to get the tungsten ingots, as well as the wealth chests in that area in general will have tungsten in them. So you do have quite a few options on what to do to unlock this ability. Now, I went with a Glauchisire. Well, I just butchered the bejesus out of that. But I went with this region because it has the least amount of wealth chests to be able to unlock this ability and just gain infinite access to tungsten. Now, there is actually another really easy way to get all of the ingots that you need in the game, but it does involve leveling up your settlement. As you level up your settlement, you'll first gain the ability to unlock the trading post. This one's going to be very important, especially if you want ingots and stuff later in the game. And then as you upgrade your settlements beyond level 5, so at level 5, you'll unlock the ability to buy nickel ingots, and then at 6, you can buy tungsten. As long as you have found those out in the world before you speak to her, she will have them in stock. Now, the stock will be limited when you go talk to her. So right now, I've already purchased all the 3 ingots, and now they're back in stock. I think it works on real-life day cycles, so every day you'll be able to buy 3 carbon, 3 nickel, and then 3 tungsten once you get it up to level 6 in your settlement. So that's a really passive and easy way to unlock all this, especially if you're good at making money. Then you can literally just buy all the stuff that way. If you don't want to wait until your settlement's fully upgraded, then you're going to have to do the rest of this method. So now that you know you need to unlock all of the wealth chests in the region, we're going to go over all of the locations in this region, starting off with the main city hub. There will be a fast travel point that you can unlock right here, but we've got 2 here, one just north of the church here. And then if we go west, you're going to have a spot here that's easily accessible. You can just hop down into it and you'll grab the chest there. Now, there's going to be 2 chests at the Temple of Ceres. This is one of the bureaus. I already grabbed the wealth chest here. That's why there's one already lit up. So there's going to be a wealth chest at the end of this, and then there's going to be another wealth chest within that as well. So this one that's kind of looks like it's into the mountain, it is also within the bureau, which you can access from this main road. Now, we've got 3 wealth chests in the Elfwood. These are going to be relatively easy to get. This one here that has the tungsten is actually going to be a target that you need to kill, and he's actually going to be the target that we farm up later on in this particular video. So there's 3 pieces of gear here. And if you go just east, there's going to be another camp with an ingot that you can get. And then we're going to need to go up towards the northeast here. We've got 2 ingots that are going to be available in this camp, as well as an ability book. You'll have to grab all 3 of those. Then you can go all the way east to the edge here. There's the Druid's Cottage. Now, you're going to see basically a fish pond and a little fish catching area here. You're going to jump off a tree and then dive into it to be able to access this chest. Super duper easy. And then if we head down southwest, there's going to be another piece of gear that you can loot here. That will unlock all of the wealth in the area and allow you to proceed with this method. One of the targets you're going to want to hunt down is in the Elfwood, and he's almost always in the same spot. And it is pretty much like right here. If you go to where these stairs are, you're going to see a big opening. There's either going to be 2 or 3 people talking in the middle or 2 people guarding right here. Obviously, the guy in the center there is going to be the one that you want to take out, this Goliath. If you've been paying attention to my videos, there's a couple skills and stuff that will really help you out with this. The sleep dart being one of them. So you can go ahead and just literally put everybody to sleep. And if you have auto loot, you'll be able to run in and assassinate everybody. And then literally just auto loot the tungsten and run away without anything being the wiser. Now, if you haven't been paying attention to all of my videos and you're wondering what the hell just happened, I used Thorn of Slumber. Now, when you're at level 2, it'll emit like a fog that puts everybody around the target you shot to sleep as well. It allows us to do things incredibly stealthy. Now, another one, if you do run into a pinch that can be really helpful, is Feign Death. And Feign Death level 2 allows you to assassinate targets from your possum state. Now, obviously, you're also going to want to pick up the advanced assassination skill. And then the auto loot skill is all the way down here. So you do have to kind of invest quite a few points into the Raven's Tree if you want to get auto loot, but it really does help with this method. Now, there is a certain amount of time or actions that needs to happen before these NPCs will respawn. They will certainly respawn. You can see here now that instead of being in the center, he's at this little doorway down here, which is more often than not where they end up actually being. And this is probably one of the easiest spots to do it from, because just from this rock, all you got to do is jump down, assassinate. You're going to auto loot the ingot when you kill him. And then once again, you just need to run away. It doesn't get any easier than that. Now, as I was saying, there is a bit of a cooldown, so there's a couple different things you can do. You can either like fast travel to different points and then come back and see if they've respawned, or what I would recommend doing rather than that is the more regions that you fully unlock their wealth, the more you're going to be able to farm up these methods in other regions. Right now, this is the only area that I could find in this region that has one respawn. It respawns really, really quickly. I figured there would be one in here, but I've never seen one spawn in here. You can check that out, and maybe you'll find one there. But so far, I've only ever found one in the Elfwood. But obviously, you can farm up any of the wealth in these other regions, and you'll be able to farm up all of the camps and stuff where these guys will spawn with new items. Another one would be your Vishire. So I would pick, honestly, whatever one you already have the most wealth in, to go ahead and just farm them up. And then when you go to these areas, you just go back to the main camps, and they're going to have people spawn that you can loot this wealth from after you loot all the wealth in the area. So it's a really easy way to farm up ingots, and I'm pretty sure they included that in the game like this because there's going to be lots of new equipment added, and we already can't get enough ingots to upgrade all of the gear that's available in the game with the wealth chests alone. So I don't see this going anywhere, and it should work for the rest of the time that this game is playable. But anyways, I do hope you all enjoyed today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.